Welcome back to a quick intraday update. Right now, I have this chart of Dow Jones Industrial Average. So a few days ago, we were around these levels, and it was anticipated that this was just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 5-wave decline. That is just a wave 1 of wave C, and after that, we got a deep wave 2. And what we anticipate after a 5-wave decline and a 3-wave bounce is a wave 3 on the downside. Now we have got some action that gives us some evidence that wave 3 has started on the downside, but let me show you some more mathematical numbers to give you some sense into it. Now if I take a Fibonacci extension right from the top towards the end and add it up to the high of wave 2, I get a level which is around 29,200. So 29,200 is my next target on Dow Jones Industrial Average. So if we achieve 29,200, that is going to be just the equality of wave 1 and wave 3. But in an extreme scenario, in a bear market, we tend to get extremes wherein wave 3 tends to get extended to at least towards 1.618 times the length of wave 1. So 1.618 times of length wave 1 comes around 27,000 levels. So that's around 27,000 and 4,000 plus 200. So roughly 4,000, 4,500 points of downside there in Dow Jones Industrial Average. And what it is going to do, it is just going to complete a wave 3. After that, we are going to have again a bounce in wave 4, and the trend is likely to develop on the downside in wave 5. So we might have another 2 to 3 months of this bear phase in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So this was about Dow Jones, where I think we might head down, but the Nifty and Bank Nifty indices, on the contrary, have moved higher. So this is a chart. Let me show you the chart of Nifty. So this is a chart of the Nifty 50 index, and this is a 30-minute chart of the index. And I have no alternative left rather than taking this as a wave A, this as wave B, and this being wave C completed. But I can take this as wave C completed because this was a fresh high of today, which is the high was around 18,095. So a fresh high would mean that wave C might have completed. And but see, we got this whole move, and when you try to predict that there is going to be a top, you need some sort of a technical indicator to tell you that that the trend has actually started to reverse. Then if I start to plot that trend line, a rough trend line would give me an idea towards where is the trend likely to go. So if I draw this trend line, then probably we have got this 1, 2, 3 times support on this. Then probably if Nifty goes below this level, below even the days low, which is around 17,865, that would mean that we might have completed this Z wave, and a next set of impulse might start on the downside. This is my take on a Nifty, wherein we need a close below the day's low. But if I look at the banking index, the banking index did a very interesting thing, wherein from this whole phase from 6th of September to today, it did not close above the moving averages. The date was from 8th of September to today. So 8th of September to 15th of September. And what we did in this 7 to 8 days is that we did not have a single day wherein the candle closed below these moving averages. The black moving average is EMA is the 20 EMA, and the 50, and the blue one is the 50 EMA. You can guess that by the length of them or the distance they are away from the price. So if I get to see a close below this this moving average, the 20 moving average is around 41,224. A close below that would be a sign that in a very short term basis we have turned negative. A bigger confirmation would be below the 50 EMA, which is around 40,921. So a few days ago I had this thought whether I should label this as a wave A and this as an ABC as being wave B. So since this move has got extended, there is a possibility that I can take this as a wave A and this as wave B, and in the wildest of counts I can take this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even this is possible, or I can take this as a wave A and this as wave B, wherein since the wave A is a bit extended, what we can see is the length of C might get extended as well, and which might take us towards the top levels of around 41,400. So any of the views or alternate scenarios being provided is possible. Now, what we really need is a close below the 41,200 mark, and a bigger confirmation would come below 41,000 level. A very interesting thing that occurred in over the FIA side index net futures was, let me take you to the daily chart. So this is 12th of September. So this candle is 12th of September, wherein FIAs were net short 66,000 contract. And when the next day the Nifty gapped up, they covered 30,000 contracts. And again, when yesterday when the market rose up and from the bottom it went up, the FIAs, instead of cutting their short positions, they added almost they had 34,000 contracts on 13th of September, and on 14th of September they had around 56,000 contracts. So there's a rough addition of around 20,000 contracts. So instead of market going up or staying sideways, the sentiment of FIAs is bearish, and they're adding positions on the short side. So we really need to see what the short term trend says, and how the Elliott wave counts develop, and be prepared for the next move on the markets. Be cautious on the long side. Thank you.